Okay, so in the last class we discussed about the Wilkinson power divider. So since you are doing in the lab microstrip ring resonator, only one batch is done, I think. So today we will discuss the microstrip ring resonator, and also I will show how to construct that one in the AWR. Okay, so in the microstrip form, the microstrip ring resonator, it will be having, you know already. Okay, so you will be having a ground plane. Okay, so this is your ground plane, and similarly you will be having a two rings here. Okay, so this will be your conductor part. Okay, so from the center, so this is your R1 if you take, and this is your R2. Okay, and center of this strip, okay, we will call it as the mean radius, which is R. Okay, so this mean radius which will be given by average of those two radius, that is R1 plus R2 by 2. Okay, so now in this microstrip ring resonator, so the many applications are there. So this will be used in the hybrid junction circulators and also filters, and recently in some of the communication systems they will use in the filter, since it is having the very narrow passband. Okay, so because of these applications, this one it will be used. So why it is so important means, so if you compare it to line resonator, say for example you will be having a line resonator which is having lambda g by 2. Okay, so now if you have a length something about 30 mm. Okay, so you need to take substrate completely of this much length. Okay, so if you use, since this is also a resonator and this is also a resonator, if you take the area which is taking by the line resonator is large. So now compared to this one, so the microstrip ring resonator compared to line resonator, it will be having a compact area. So because of this advantage, so many of the communication systems which will be used this microstrip ring resonator in different applications, like as I said, filters and circulators and any hybrid junctions, so it will be used. So now what is the operating frequency, how to find out, and what is the impedance, how to find out. And since it is in the microstrip form, so we need to find the effective dielectric constant. So if it is in the strip form, so it will be effectively, the propagation will be inside the, so to it will be inside between two substrate, so that's why there is no need of effective dielectric constant. So since it is a microstrip version, so some of the fringing fields will be in the air, so that's why we need to find out the effective dielectric constant. So now how to find out the frequency, resonance frequency of this microstrip ring resonator. So whenever this, the radius which is there, the mean radius, so if the circumference of that mean radius, okay, so circumference of circle, so since it is circular form, so it is 2 pi r. So if it is, so multiple, if it is multiple integral of lambda g by 2, so that is half wavelength. So then, so we can find out the what is the resonance frequency for this particular ring resonator. Okay, so now we know the R is nothing but average of this R1 plus R2 divided by 2. Okay, so now if you substitute this one, so we will get 2 pi R equal to, so now we know the lambda g in terms of frequency, that is resonance frequency, that is C by FR into root effective epsilon. Okay, so if you substitute this lambda g here, so you will get, so C by 2 into Fr into root effective epsilon. So this is the equation for your resonance frequency in terms of mean radius. Okay, so now since it is R equal to, so R1 plus R2 by 2, so if you substitute 2 pi R R1 plus R2 divided by 2, so which is equal to n into 2 root of epsilon effective into Fr. So now from this you can find out, so what is the resonance frequency. So now your resonance frequency will be equal to, So you can calculate easily. So what is your resonance frequency, which is equal to, so here 2 is there, and okay, NC by 2 into FR into effective epsilon. So you can find it out what is the FR from here, so which is equal to NC divided by, so 2 pi R into effective epsilon. So here, so the 2, it will be cancelled with this one. So if you have if you take this equation, if these 2 is cancelled each other, so you will get, so the, okay, here, okay, so here we need to take the mean radius, which is r1 plus r2 divided by 2. Okay, so if you substitute here, it will become this much. So here it is a multiples of lambda g. Okay, so if you take it is a multiples of lambda g, then you will get the, so this equation, which is 2 pi, uh, this is the equation, that is 2 pi r into root effective epsilon. Okay, so now this is the equation you need to use for the calculation of resonance frequency. So now how to analyze this one? So this microstrip ring resonator, you need to use the cavity model. Okay, so if you use the cavity model, then you can able to find it out the electric and magnetic field. Okay, so now, so if you take the top portion of the conductor as a so this and this, the top portion of the conductor, and it is a bottom portion, there is a ground plane. Okay, so if you take this model, and it will be look like a cavity model. Okay, so this will be a cavity model, and this, so if you apply these conductors, it will act as a electric walls. Okay, and if you the side walls, it will be acts as a magnetic walls. Okay, so now by using this cavity model, you can find it out the what is electric field and magnetic field. Okay, so by using this analysis, you can find out the what is electric and magnetic field and the mode of propagation. So you can find it out by uh, so the variation in the ring. Okay, so it will be variation in the azimuthal plane as well as the radial direction. So if you take the ring, which is having in this form, so if you apply the spherical coordinates, okay, so if you apply the spherical coordinates, so this will be having a, so rho, which is the radial direction variation, and this whatever you are having, so this is a rho, that is radial direction, and from the this x-axis, so whatever the angle which is subtended from this to this radial direction, which will be call it as phi. So now this phi will be your azimuthal variation. Okay, and your rho will be radial variation, radial variation. So only these two variations it will be there, and this will be denoted as m and n. Okay, and there is no variation in the z direction. So if you take z direction, there is no variation, or in the spherical coordinates there is no variation in the z direction. So only the azimuthal and the radial variation will be, it is there. So now after finding this resonance frequency, so we need to find what is the width of this ring. Okay, so now how to find the width of this ring? So you can use the equation that is W by H, which is given by, so already the equations which are given by the document, so which is shared by the madam, so that will be equal to e power 2a divided, so 8 into e power a, so this is 8 into e power a, so divided by, so e power 2a minus 2. Okay, so this is for W by H which is less than 2, and similarly for greater than 2 it is 2 by pi into b minus 1 minus ln of 2b minus 1 plus epsilon r minus 1 by epsilon r plus 1, sorry 2 epsilon r, which is 2 into epsilon r into ln of b minus 1 plus 0.39 minus 0.61 divided by epsilon r. So this is the equation for W by H. Okay, so in the similar way, so if here a and b are the different parameters that we need to calculate using the, so equation which is z naught by 60 into root of epsilon r plus 1 by 2 plus epsilon r minus 1 divided by epsilon r plus 1 into 0.23 plus 0.11 by epsilon r. So this is the equation for A, and B it will be having 377 pi divided by, so 2 z naught into root epsilon r. So this is the equation for W by H values. So if it is the z naught is given already, so you can able to easily calculate. Otherwise you need to use for the z naught equations also. So the z naught equations will be given by z naught equal to 60 by root effective epsilon into ln of 8h by w plus w by 4h. So this is the equation for characteristic impedance. If it is not given, you have to use this equation for calculation when the w by h ratio will be equal to less than or equal to 1. So where w is the width of the strip or the whatever you are using ring, so h is the height of the substrate. So if it is greater than 1, so if w by h is greater than 1, then you have to use, so this equation that is 367.7 ohm, sorry 376. So since this is a free space impedance, it is 376.7 divided by root effective epsilon into w by h plus 1.4 plus 0.667 into ln of w by h plus 1.444. Okay, so this is the equation for impedance for w by h greater than 1. So if it is far greater than 1, then we can approximate this equation, which is equal to 376.7 divided by root effective epsilon into h by w. So this is for w by h is far greater than 1. So these equations you can use and you can find it out the impedance of the ring. So if it is not given the characteristic impedance, you have to find it out this way. And similarly you have to find it out effective epsilon. So that is, so effective epsilon which is equal to epsilon r 1 by 2 plus epsilon r minus 1 by 2 into 1 plus 12h by w whole power minus half. So this is plus 0.04 into 1 minus w by h whole square. So this is actually for the if you have w by h far less than 1, that is less than or equal to 1. So and similarly another equation for w by h greater than 1, so only you have to use the first portion of the equation, which is equal to epsilon r minus 1 by 2 into 1 plus 12h by w whole power minus of. Okay, so this is effective epsilon for wh, that is w by h greater than or equal to 1. So these are all the equations, so you need to find it out. Now by using these equations, so you have to form the microstrip ring resonator. Okay, so now by taking the same equations, that is whichever already it is calculated by the document which is given by the madam, so the same which will be used, and here so the fr which is given by, so which is equal to 2.5 gigahertz, and your z0 will be equal to 50 ohm, and epsilon are equal to 4.3, and similarly so and last tan, so we can use tan delta which is equal to 0.025. So now you can find it out for these parameters what are all the mean radius, and you can find the width of the ring, so then you can able to construct easily. Okay, so this is what the equations for this. I will show how to form the ring resonator and see the result. Okay, so in AWR we will see how it will be formed. Okay.